Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of the IronWolfpack podcast.
Hello.
Today we're joined by myself, Reed, Yif, and Ryan.
Hello.
Did you do the introductions yet?
God damn it.
I wasn't
You-
paying attention. Did you
yeah,
say that?
yeah,
Did we
yeah.
start?
I just did them, and we did start, Jeff.
Did you let them know that my name is Yef?
Your name is Yif.
Yes. My name
Classic. Hey Ryan, my name is Yef.
Ryan. Yeah, my name Ryan.
Hey Ryan, my
By
name
the
is
way,
Yef.
welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Welcome.
We got some harrowing tales and some fun topics that we're talking about today.
I don't know if I would say anything was harrowing, but
Well, it's what you got to say to bring the listeners in, man, and then you just got
that's
to
true.
slowly disappoint them over the
We just
course
gotta,
of the
we
next
just gotta,
hour.
we gotta
That's
clickbait
how
them.
you do it.
Clickbait them and make them listen for about an hour, and then go, "What the fuck was this bullshit?"
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Makes
So
sense.
welcome,
Welcome,
to
everybody.
the best podcast in the world, harrowing adventures and fun topics from Reddit and our own brains. So it should be a fun day.
Do you want to give me a quick rundown, Ryan, on the pictures you sent me?
What pictures
One of
did I
them's
send
mine.
you? Oh yeah,
Somebody
the
has
ones
up
that
on the Twitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one of the ones that I sent you is Jeff when they finally summited Long's Peak.
Why do you say finally? That was a harrowing tale.
Because it took you 3 times. Not because you
Yeah.
guys suck at climbing, but because you just ran into like everything that just stopped you from going. So it was a
Alright.
cool thing.
Maybe
guys
I'm a little
fin-
sensitive about it, you know?
Yeah, I
I hear
realized that.
finally, and I feel like, you're
No,
giving me shit.
finally as in a yeah, you finally did it. Like that's super dope. Not finally,
Yeah,
like
so that's the
finally.
bottom picture. That's when we were going through the keyhole. If anybody knows anything about Long's Peak, that's a thing that's on that.
Nice.
It's part
And
of the it's part of the hike. How long did it take you guys again? 12 hours?
hey, I have a secret.
What's your
You
secret?
want to know my secret?
What's your
My
I do.
secret is that we do kind of have a fourth host because Kirsten is technically listening and her mouth is next to a mic. So she technically has the power to talk.
So Kirsten's here as well.
Yeah.
Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten.
Hi.
Kirsten is Jeff's wife.
My wife. How long did it take us?
We started at
We started at 2:09.
a.m. and we got
Jeez.
finished at 2:30.
Like you started
So-
hiking at 2:09, or you guys woke up?
No, we started hiking at 2:09 a.m.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's crunchy.
Jesus Christ.
that's
The
so
Long's Peak is also known as Longest Trail.
hmm Technical term.
And you are so fed up with it by the end of it, but it was worth it.
Yeah, you're pretty done.
Yeah, well, it took you guys you tried 2 other times, right?
Yeah, all right. So we tried the first time and I was all excited. So you get up, like, the whole hike is super easy. It's just long up until the boulder field gets a little bit more difficult because it's tough to cross like a mile worth of boulders. But then you get to the keyhole and that's where things become technical and it goes from being a class 2 hike to a class 3 hike. And that's basically where you're able to do it. You don't need rope, but it is like you're going to be on your hands and knees. And if you slip and fall, you might die. So we go through the keyhole and like I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. I'm doing like selfies of myself and trying to get Kirsten in the background. And when I looked at those selfies later, she looks ill. She looks like she just got kicked in the chest. She does not look happy. So
I
we
know that
go for a
feeling.
little bit. So there's 4 segments once you get through the keyhole, and it's the ledges, the trough, the narrows, and home stretch. And so we start going through across the ledges, and there's this one part where there's a rock leaning over, and you have to duck underneath it, and there's like you're on like a little shelf of a rock, and then it breaks to go up, and there's a spot where there's nothing there other than this little rebar sticking out of the rock. So you're supposed to put your foot on the rebar to kind of cross the gap. And she got through there, and then she was like, "Oh, look at this!" So we went back. We turned around and walked home, and it was sad. No one was happy. Then the next year,
Cried and
the tears were
cried.
shed. So then the next year, because this isn't like you just wake up and go hike Long Peak. This is like all summer worth of training, and like we were biking everywhere and playing Pokemon Go. Great times. So we go up the next year, and she's like, I feel confident. We're gonna do it. We get up to the keyhole, and the wind,
We
because
got special shoes,
oh yeah, we went and got
extra
approach shoes,
grippy shoes.
and
that's
we get up
flexible.
there. Like the keyhole, it divides east and west. So like weather here moves from like west to east. So we get up there, and we've been in the shadow of the mountain for a while, wind wise, and we get up to the keyhole, and the wind is like a fucking jet engine is parked on top of it. It was crazy. We're watching people like stand in the keyhole, and their like pants are just suction cupped to their legs, and they're like getting blown over, and it was like fuck. So the weather was like, it was sunny, but it was crazy winds. So we were like, screw it, we'll come back. And we didn't get the chance to come back because fall came in a little early last year, and we were getting married. So that also fucking dampened the day.
Oh yeah, but we did Mountain Democrat instead.
We did go up Democrat with you and your Converse there, and your little
Yeah, man.
tuk. What's it called? Little tuk tuk?
The
Your
oxygen
beanie?
tank. Oh my.
Oh yeah, your boost oxygen.
I have
Did
to
that
say
even help?
that came in such fucking crutch. Yeah, it's the only reason why I probably actually made it up there. Thank you,
I
Ace Guy, for
never
that.
like I never really saw that kind of shit. And now it's everywhere. It's like at REI, it's all over the place in like
Well, when
gas
we were walking
stations.
through Walmart, we were buying ammunition to go shooting, and Ace just kind of leans over. He's like, "Hey, Ryan, here." And he just hands me an oxygen tank with a nozzle on it. I'm like, "Oh no, it'll be fine. Like I'm at 10,000 feet. I should be okay." He goes, and just buys it. I'm like, "Okay, cool."
And
And the
this
next day,
motherfucker's wearing jeans and Converses and a hoodie, and we're like, "Hey, what'd you bring to hike in?" And he's like, "You're looking at it, Chief." And it's like, "Oh no."
yeah, because the idea to me was, hey, I need to look dope for these guys' wedding, and
Right.
that became the first thought process in my head.
Because even
And
though
then I,
you bought a plane ticket from California to Colorado to be a part of the wedding, had you not been looking dapper, you would have had to have waited in the car.
yeah, and I know that about you guys, so I looked
Hmm.
dapper as hell for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I came back, or I showed up, and I had nothing for hiking because all of it was on my bed, where I left it to be packed. So yeah, I hiked a 14,000-foot mountain in Converse, which technically are sports shoes. So I think I
Yeah,
did okay. Don't
but
ask about the giant like blister I had on my foot after that. But yeah, totally
you did
totally
it.
hiked it.
You got a rock from the top. You brought it home with you.
I did, and I got everyone to sign it except for
Oh,
Ace, who ghost signed it.
so then this year comes around, and it's like we haven't done much hiking this year because spring took forever to finish up so that we could actually like make it up to the Alpine and the snow go away. We did like one other 14 before trying Long's Peak, and that one was like 16 miles. It's called Mount of the Holy Cross. Google that shit. It's pretty cool.
12
Oh, 12 miles.
Everyone loves.
And then then we were like, okay, like should we try Long's Peak? Like, are we in good enough shape? And I was like, you know what? The best training for doing Long's Peak is trying Long's Peak. So let's just see how we do. Got up there, and the weather was perfect, and we fucking nailed it. It was great. We got up to the top, and many tears again. Many tears. I look out, like we get to the top up the home stretch, we come up on the top, and it's just flat. Like it's like a football field of just flat.
Tears of joy
And
this
I look,
time, though, right?
she's ahead of me, and she looks over, and she's like, and I'm just like, oh, come here. It was a big climb, wasn't it? We did it. It was precious moments.
That's awesome. Oh, and then the picture on the left. That one
Paco.
is that one's from, I can't remember his name, but it's a Instagram guy who just takes pictures of a bunch of really cool stuff. And he don't remember his name whatsoever, but it's a good wallpaper. I liked it a lot. I love those kind of nature pictures, so I just kind of sent it off to see if it will make it into. Lo and behold, 2 hours later, it's here. I love it.
If we get a copyright strike because of you, I'm gonna be furious.
Nah, it'll be fine.
All right. Well, I mean, if he said it would be fine, it'd be fine.
Yeah, I said it's
There you
fine.
go. And so it's fine because
Exactly.
you said it's fine.
Exactly. And you can take me to court on that one. Please don't. Please don't.
I think we have to make money to be copyright stricken because I don't know what the hell you would like. We're not making any money.
That's true. We could try though. I don't
I
think
mean,
we could, but
I
we could try.
think on YouTube we could get copyright striked.
For
But
audio.
yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
bullshit that goes on YouTube.
Reed, you got to pick better pictures, man. You got to take ones that are like. But stuff with mom says copyright struck.
Oh, also, hey Jeff, I'm gonna ruin something for you, but we solved the mystery.
Of who butt stuff is?
Yeah, so it's
Who is it?
so we thought it was Isaac, right? And I'll tell you that butt stuff came and talked
He
to
said,
me.
"Don't do it." He said, "Don't do it."
I'm gonna do
He
it.
said, "Don't do it, you bitch."
Uh,
I don't know your friends. What difference does it make?
he came to me and said that he was gonna wait and like because he knew I wasn't ever going to figure out who it was without help. But none of my other friends like told me
Kill
about
your
it.
dog.
He says, "Bitch, stop! I'll kill your dog."
And so he came to
you?
me
Oh,
and we were talking. And him and one of my other buddies, Luke, were joking around on voice chat. And Luke actually even said, "Hey, it might be Mike." And then they sort of laughed it off because I was like, it's probably not Mike, right?
It was Mike, wasn't it?
yes, is
It was
my
Mike.
brother.
He posted.
So there you go. I guessed it. He can't fault you for that.
He posted a picture in our own like Discord chat, and it was just like, "Surprise, bitch! I've been here the whole time." It was a screenshot of
Damn.
his messages from the very first episode.
Yo, butt stuff with mom, aka Mike. Follow us on Twitter at the IronWolfpack. I'll tweet you.
Yeah, I guess since Jeff took a moment, we also have an Instagram now, and we've got the Twitter.
It's at the IronWolfpack, right?
Yes.
Yep, at the IronWolfpack.
Reed, are you the young friend of ours who had another friend who once said, "I got a Glock in my Rari" or something on some
Oh
voice
yeah, were you
chat?
the one who had the friend that said I had the Glock in my Rari?
Do you remember that?
I think that might have been
Uh,
Nico.
I don't think so.
That's why I had this preface with, "Are you the young friend?"
I mean, I
Playing
know Jeff
plural.
has a lot of young friends, but
It's kind of my thing. Me and young boys, we just get along. I learned it from my dad.
Hmm.
He'd always see kids in the neighborhood. By the way, my dad's a listener now. He'd always see kids in the neighborhood and he'd nickname them Bubs.
that's
He'd
pretty
call
good.
them like Bubs to their face. He's like, "Hey, Bubs," and the kid would be like, "What are you talking about, mister?" It was great.
Oh man,
Hashtag unsubscribe. Mike, no.
he's upset because I revealed it on stream.
He also misspelled unsubscribe.
Mike, I don't know
No,
who the fuck Mike is. Calling you Mike is no different than me calling you butt stuff with mom. It doesn't help me narrow down other than that you're probably a guy.
he told
Who
me
gives a
that
shit?
he wanted to wait until we were internet famous, and that he'd walk up to me on stage and go, "I'm butt stuff with mom."
Well,
I've
you're
been
going
here
to
the
be
whole
waiting a
time.
long fucking time. So
For us to be
by the time that
internet
happens, I'll have
famous.
forgotten. So just do it anyway.
Oh man. But no, he spelled that correctly. He wanted to say unscrub scribe. No,
Okay.
I know Mike. Um,
Let's get
but
on with this fucking thing. Come on.
yeah. So Ryan, you've got
Sir.
some reporting to do.
Yeah. So, because I am, as of recently, the only, up until recently, the only single person in our group of friends, came down to me to be the researcher for something new that came out. It's
Guinea pig.
the new Facebook dating app. Facebook has a dating app. It's terrifying. It comes up in your notifications like, "Hey, find love."
Hey Ryan.
And I'm like, "Cool, I can handle
Ryan,
some."
your
Click
mic is
it, and
taking a
your
big old poo
profile.
poo.
That's no fun.
Okay.
No, it's not.
It's really not.
How about
Talk
now?
again. That's much better all of a sudden.
It's doing better
Okay.
now.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Yeah. So what did you? I'm just gonna start over. So Facebook has a dating app. It comes up in your notifications saying, "Hey, find love," and I could handle some love right now. It'd be kind of nice. So I click it, and your dating app is already completely filled
I
out.
can handle
with-
some love right now, so I click it.
So I
That
click
got Kirsten laughing.
it. um,
Well,
and it's already
something that
completely
says
filled
find
out.
love, you just think spam email.
Hey, there's
Find love.
single mothers all around
Bigger
me.
dick
No
pills.
way. It's got your photos. It's got like all your information, your where you live, where you are right now, your occupation, all that kind of stuff. All it asks is for you to answer some questions. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. You answer some questions, and it puts it in there, and it creates your profile. That's fine. It's still a little creepy that everything's already there. The worst part is there's something called secret crushes.
That sounds like the
What?
best part. Why is that a worst part?
So secret crushes is where you can add someone who you have a secret crush on that you are already friends with on Facebook.
Fuck yeah. See, now I'm
And
friends with 8 people, so that would be real interesting for me.
well, you could have 9 secret crushes, so you need to make
Holy
one more
shit.
friend.
So what happens when you make someone a secret crush? Did
So
you
if
try it?
they
Who'd
if
you
that
do?
yeah that so I brought my friend named Kayla into the Facebook dating app because she is also single, and
Do you have a secret crush on her?
I made sure I did when she joined it to see what would happen.
But wait, do you for reals though have a secret crush
Oh
on
no,
her?
no, it's all good.
Fuck, don't lie to Facebook, you mook.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know Facebook was the overlord. I apologize.
That's not cool. How, they're trying to find you love, and you're playing games with them from the get-go.
Yeah, it's called research.
And you
And
wonder
if
why
I
you're
happen to
single.
find love in the meantime, then whoo-hoo, research,
You dirty.
science, and love. Anyway,
Alright.
so yeah, it comes up. You can add any of your friends you are Facebook friends with to your secret crushes, and as soon as they join, it tells them that hey, you have a secret crush. It doesn't tell you, so it gives them the
Oh fuck.
option to also,
Come on, Ryan.
if you guys become secret crushes, it tells you who the person was, and it connects you basically.
Only
Okay.
if you secret crush each other.
Exactly.
Okay.
But other than that, you can do the normal Tinder swipe thing where you can see the people that you, I guess, want to hang out with and swipe left or right. It's weird. My idea behind that
So you
is if
basically
you,
just tag someone as like I like them, but I don't want to tell them,
yeah,
and
which
then
I
you
don't
just wait.
understand. Like, if you're gonna Facebook friend them, which apparently in this day and age with social media is if you friend them on Facebook, that's the first step of being like, hey, I'm gonna stalk the crap out of you to show you that I like you.
Yeah, dude, even I know that.
So I don't know. It just, if you already friended the person, just be like, hey, um, I want to grab a drink together. Like, I want to learn more about you. Don't sit there behind 4 different ways of them trying to find you to be like, oh, I hope he has a secret crush on
That
me.
sounds like a high school thing.
It's
I've
very
got a
much
Tico. Tico.
hashtag quit playing games with Facebook.
After I said that, Kirsten booped me on the nose. No.
No.
You don't talk like this.
Bad Jeff.
I don't know. I mean, it's also weird to me too because isn't Tinder connected to Facebook already?
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, there
I
you
thought it
are.
was.
It can grab your likes and all that kind of stuff, and it would
Oh,
tell you
and
if you
your
had similar
pictures and
likes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and it
I'm
would
pretty
tell
sure.
you if you had like friends,
And
like if
friends in
you
common.
knew.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, so it's already connected to Facebook. So why does Facebook need to make their own thing? I don't know. So yeah, that was just
To get that sweet advertising money. I don't
Don't
know.
you
it's
have
a
to like
weird thing
pay
so
for
far.
Tinder now, or you only get like so many swipes or something?
I think that's what they
Yeah,
changed to.
I don't know how many swipes it is because I haven't hit that yet because I don't use Tinder much, to be completely honest.
Oh.
And that's why you're alone.
Sure is.
Ryan, are there any bitches in your closet right now?
Ooh, yeah, are there?
Any
Check your
bitches in my
closet. Any bitches? Yeah, are there any bitches in your closet?
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna check.
Go check. We'll wait.
I'll wait till he's gone, but I've got some stuff to say about it as well.
You
No.
tried it too?
Well, I
Oh.
did like get onto it.
Right. So get on that Tinder, Ryan. Swipe, swipe.
Oh wait, so Ryan, there's no bitches.
No bitches in my closet now.
Damn,
Okay,
no
then I would
bitches.
get on that Tinder. Swipe, swipe.
Okay,
Swipe.
cool. Yeah, no, I'll do it right now while we're podcasting. Swipe left,
There you go. I want you to
swipe
be
left,
totally checked out for the remainder of
left.
this podcast. Left is left the
Swipe
one that
right.
you like him.
No.
Swipe.
See,
Swipe
the way
right,
I did
left.
Tinder was much better. I just didn't even look at the phone. I just kept hitting to the right, and I will sort out if I like you or not once we match. Why worry about it now?
True love. That's how we found each other.
Like, yeah, I'll tell you this: if you're going looking for fish in the ocean, you cast a wide net. All right,
Yeah,
you
Jeff.
might pull up some seaweed, and you might pull up a mermaid. You don't know.
Or a manatee.
Either way, if I'm sitting out there with just one rod, like that's gonna take fucking forever. I ain't getting any younger. Swipe, swipe.
Jeff
Alright.
is playing the numbers game.
Exactly. I know statistics.
Ugh.
Statistically speaking, most of these chicks are gonna say no to me anyway. So, well, let's find out
So
who says yes.
So what chances do I have, Jeff?
I guess that's fair. I should probably just start.
At least half a chance.
If I
I'll
ever
take
want
that.
to, I guess I'll just start doing that. I'll just sit there and like I'll make a robot to just auto swipe right.
Yeah. Why even look? Go nuts.
Um,
Because I don't like elephants.
Yo, who's Jimbo Slice CO?
that's
I don't know, but he likes us. He thinks that we shouldn't mess with Facebook. Don't play games.
that is
Yo,
my
follow us
father.
on Twitter at the Iron Wolf Pack. I will send you a tweet and blow you a kiss.
Can you do a kiss first and then the tweet?
Don't tell me how to blow kisses.
No, I'm asking first.
That's my father.
Can I? Yes. Will I? Maybe.
He's watching tonight.
Oh, your
Noise.
dad.
Yeah.
Nice. Damn it, man. Have some confidence. Who are you telling that to, Mr. Jimbo Slice? Because if it's me, nice try. Jeff has tried for a while.
I've been trying to work on this son of a bitch's confidence for quite some time. I'm like, have a backbone, and he's like, make me.
I feel like that's slightly confident at that point, don't you
No,
think?
that's just stubborn.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Got it.
Yeah. So
guess what? I'm stubborn.
So, do you have anything to report on crushes?
Well, so it's weird because like I got on it and
Yeah, you did.
it doesn't
Oh,
even work.
yeah, it doesn't.
What do
Oh,
you mean?
Well, okay, so I changed my like location, right?
yeah.
You know, you can update it wherever you're at. And so I tried it at a couple different places. But whenever I put it up, I get this screen where it says, "You're set for now. We aren't suggesting people in your area yet. When we do, we'll notify you so that you can see them here." It doesn't.
All right.
It's not even working.
Wait,
Where the fuck do you live?
Oh shit! No, I got that too.
We live in Castle Rock.
Are there women there?
can't you do it
Probably.
like 50 miles away or something?
Well, that's what I set the range all the way up as high as I could.
Oh,
And
that's another thing I would do on Tinder. I would set that range so I was getting bitches in Wyoming. Like, who knows? I might travel.
Yeah, no, I set it to
I
like
I will cross that bridge once we match.
when we get there.
Yeah, no, I've set the distance to 245 plus miles for my ideal match, which means basically anyone.
Nothing.
And yeah, nothing. That's so weird.
Why would you launch a service that isn't even like functional everywhere? Maybe it's just because nobody knows about it and nobody's using it.
Because
Is this the Facebook one?
get hyped. Yes.
Well, I don't. Oh.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
weird. I don't know. And the secret
Yeah.
crush thing's fucking weird.
Yeah, no. Again, my
That
my
sounds
mentality
fun,
is,
dude. That would lead to the best awkward situations.
well, yeah, for you only have 8 friends. Everyone's a secret crush.
I know, and like 3 of them are family members, so
Wait.
that would be
So
interesting.
does the Facebook one match you with people you don't know through Facebook?
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't know. It went back to the stage of
But-
no.
Then if they were to match you with someone, are you then able to like see their profile? Because that's kind
Probably not.
That would be kind of weird.
There was something. I'll look at it again, but there was something about like the privacy. I'll look into it while we keep talking.
Yeah, that won't be distracting at all.
Yeah, no, that's not. You should just stay with us, Mr. Reed, and we'll talk about it later on the next
Forever
podcast.
and ever. Yeah, we can have updates. Who said we can't have updates?
Exactly.
I want to know if you guys are out there slinging that thing or not.
Slinging that thing. I do
Slinging
Yeah,
love
hey, Reed's dad, how about you?
Are you on
Any
Facebook
interest?
dating app?
Who,
I know
Reed's
that
dad?
Facebook is perfect for older generations, so hey.
Hey,
I think Reed's might be taken. I don't know, though.
he might be, just maybe.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
what's
that's
next?
at this point, that's what Facebook is about. If y'all want, I saw it chapter 2 last night. If you want to hear about that.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I'm not familiar with it, chapter 1.
Okay, so it chapter 1. Bunch of 12-year-olds find out that there's an interdimensional clown that likes to kill people, and one
All
of the
right.
guys got his brother got killed.
Okay. Do we have to worry
Um,
about spoilers for people who might want to see this shit?
Spoiler
uh,
warning.
to be fair,
To be fair.
how many
To
people
be
are
fair.
watching right now? To be fair,
We'll
5.
we'll give a quick little spoiler warning. If you
How about
don't,
we just save this to the end, and then if you don't want to hear about it, you can click off.
that's fair. Yeah.
Good point.
Let's
Yeah,
just do that.
We'll do
We'll have
that.
a
That's a good idea,
spoiler
Jeff.
at the end of the.
Man, Ryan, you really got to figure out your internet.
I feel like it's worse when you draw out your words and you don't talk like quickly. When you go so and then it gets
Oh.
really like choppy. But whenever you start talking normal,
We live in the
fine.
fucking mountains, and you can hear us no problem. What's
Yeah.
your excuse?
Yeah,
No clue.
Walmart internet.
maybe it's the
Like,
distance.
did
No,
you go
I'm
down to
off.
Walgreens and get a fucking compact disc with the internet on it and put it in your CD drive?
Floppy
Oh
disk.
man, if only Walgreens had their copies available, I'd go to Rite Aid.
Oh, Reed's dad says that he's happily married. What's like a level below that? That's what I am.
Kirsten,
Kirsten,
feel free to give
I
him a
fully
ball
expect
tap
you to
right
have
now.
to.
Just married.
I'd call that like what, room for improvement? Like I'm not dissatisfied.
I mean, it's really just like a roommate.
If I was
He's really
if
just
I
like
was
a
at the
roommate.
hospital and this was like a pain rating, I'd be the face that's got like the line for a mouth. It's just like a straight flat line.
I'm waiting for
I'm
Kirsten to
that one.
just like punch him in the nuts right now.
Nah,
No,
we
you
have a
can't
good
punch
back
the
and
nuts.
forth. She knows I'm deadly serious.
Deadly serious.
A punch in the nuts is just another way to say I love you.
Yeah.
See, Ryan has low self-esteem. He gets abused. He came from a bad house.
From a bad house.
I mean, kind of.
What's the next topic?
Reed, don't you have a topic?
Well, I do have a topic actually, and it's not the one that you gave to me. I wanted to ask you
Way to
guys.
give away that like you traded topics because you had nothing earlier.
I
Like,
didn't.
damn, dude,
I didn't
like
have anything,
Jesus.
and I remembered I did. All right. So Ryan was trying to
If
help
you
me
want to
out.
see how the fudge is made, like there you go.
Ryan was trying to help me out. I didn't have a topic, but
Do
I got
not
one now. Okay.
do not mind the man behind the curtain.
Just ignore all of the curtains. It's fine. Um, so I wanted to ask you guys if there was anything that you thought was like really useless, whether that's like an object or like something that you've seen on TV that they try to sell, or um, something just
Yeah.
in.
Any
You're
commercial that is in daytime TV where it's like, hey, do you need something to make your life totally more complicated? Well, we have the product for you. And then it shows 17 minutes long of someone trying to do something incredibly easy, but then can't for some strange fucking reason, like opening a door.
have
You
you
need
ever
it,
tried to open a pickle jar? You strain your wrist. You try to get your dog to help you. Fido can't open pickle jars.
and then a giant red X goes over the scene, and then
And everything's black and white too.
and then everything turns to color after that, and they show you the amazing pickle jar opener tool.
Yeah.
Are you
Even
tired
y'all
of
can't use
regular
it.
blankets? Some are too big,
Well, like
some are too small. Now with a Snuggie, you can feed your fat ass and stay warm on the couch.
Stay warm on the couch.
Get them grubby mitts into some fucking chicken wings, you fat fuck.
So yeah,
This is basically an extended bib. Snuggie, the biggest bib you've ever seen.
Oh man. No, like so what I was thinking of is like I really, although I have a Twitter, I just don't quite see the point for it.
Yeah, so far Twitter's pretty lame, but follow us at the IronWolfpack, and I'll send you a personalized tweet, and I'll blow you a kiss.
he'll
Just
blow you 2
Tell me
kisses
your
if you do it.
direction as opposed to the direction of Mecca, and I will send a kiss your way.
And if
Like-
you do it in the next 20 minutes, he'll give you 2 kisses.
Fair enough. I can make it happen.
I can make it happen. So like the thing is that I don't find much use in a lot of different social media, because I just feel like people go and share everything there so that everybody else can see it and they can feel validated.
Well, yeah, it's
not
the
even
only way
not
I
even
know I'm
that.
alive,
They
so-
show you the good stuff. They don't show you everything. They're like, oh, look at me and my 3 cute, perfectly curated or not curated, groomed dogs in paradise. Isn't it awesome how we're here all the time? And they said like spam you with those things. You don't see everyone's day-to-day bullshit.
Yeah,
You see all the
I'll start
happy.
showing you guys my day-to-day bullshit if you want.
I want to see it.
Okay.
That was
Post
a
it on
very
Twitter.
quick
I'll let you know.
response, Reed.
But yeah, like I sort of hate Twitter and most social media. I was getting on Instagram just so that I could sort of have like a record of me trying to
Of
be
your
healthy.
sweet gains.
Not that sweet
Oh,
gains.
you're sick gains, bro.
I am going to try
Because
to
you've been
keep a
doing
record.
reps.
I have been doing reps actually. I did some today. But
Nice.
How many reps?
I've been doing it where I do 12 at a low weight, and then I do 10 12, 10,
Who can do
8,
more?
6, and I increase the weight every time, and then I drop back into 12.
Who can do more push-ups, you or your dad?
I'm gonna say him. Although he is a very bulky man, he goes shooting like every other weekend and works out a little bit more
Last
than I
I
do.
checked, pistols aren't that heavy.
Hey.
Well, it's all the competition shooting he does. He runs around a lot.
How far?
All right.
Jimbo Slice, how far you
Jimbo
running?
Slice. How far you running? How fast you running?
You doing that 3-gun?
Rootin' tootin' shooting?
I don't think he doesn't have 3-gun because we only have shotguns and pistols. We don't have any rifles.
I mean, come on.
Well, okay, we do have 1 rifle, but it's my sister's like 22, so I don't think he'd use that to do 3-gun.
Get a rifle.
I
Tabor's
want-
pretty sweet.
I want him to, but my mother doesn't quite approve of how much money he already spends on guns. So
Oh, Jimbo Slice. In your will, I want you to leave your best friend Yif that Shadow 2, please. Thank you. And if you have those baby blue grips on them, switch that shit out, please, and thank you. I like black.
He can just spray print them, right?
Short runs, no
3-gun. And yeah, that Shadow 2, I'll take that as a yes. Thank you, Jimbo.
yeah, Dad, every
Keep
single
that
time.
thing nice and oiled for me. Give it a little bit of oil for Yif.
Every
It
time I
needs
talk
it.
to them, Jeff always asks me if you'll
I
give.
want that Shadow 2. That gun is amazing.
I'm sure he might sell it to you because he's got his new Legion. So
Ooh, nice.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just dropped like $3,000 on snowboards today.
Buy your own damn grips.
All right, fair enough. I'll take the gun and I'll put some grips on it. You make a good point. Good point, sir. So just just hand that thing on over.
Reed, what was the question again?
Is
Oh,
there
yeah, useless
something that
shit.
you find useless? Yeah, like
No, I want to
whether-
agree with you because I just got Twitter and the first thing it shows me is a video of Joy Behar, some bitch from The View, and fucking Pamela Anderson fighting about some shit. And I'm like, who fucking cares? Like, why
I
are
feel
they
like
just trying
Pamela
to get people
Anderson
riled
doesn't
up?
even care
Like,
at that point.
Twitter.
Pamela Anderson, first of all, even when she was at the height of her relevance, in the 90s, like, did anybody like go, oh, Pamela Anderson, I love her worldviews and like her ideas on economics? No, we like watching her run in slow motion, and that's as far as our interest goes in Miss Pamela Anderson. Now she's a twisted old bitch, and she's fighting with some other old lady on the fucking View. Who cares?
So
She could
Twitter,
literally
a
be
lot
like,
of things are wrong with that TV
Yef
show.
from the Iron Wolf Pack is a real douchebag, and I heard that he cheats on his taxes, and I would be like, I don't give a fuck what Pamela Anderson has to say about that.
But
yeah,
what about Rosie O'Donnell? What if Rosie O'Donnell said that to you?
I don't care about her either. Like, she's a little bit funnier because she's just like an angry little troll, but like, I don't know. Like, who cares, man? Like, get a hobby, like, go fishing.
yeah, that's the thing is like Twitter for the average user. Twitter is just a place for people to spout bullshit and like get angry about things.
But here's the other part. I can't even go on a full rant. They limit my fucking letters. I can only rant like little mini rant.
It's so funny seeing somebody like text a huge long thing because what they do is they put like 1/9 on the bottom, like the very end, and then they
At
go to
that
the
point, I
next
go,
one,
"Thank you for warning me," and I skip.
and
Don't
they keep
continue
going.
reading.
They essentially like reply to themselves like 9 times, and they make this whole like stream of tweets that is just like, who wants to sit there and read your fucking rant? Move on, figure something
Apparently a
else out.
lot.
Yo, Ryan, you haven't even followed your own podcast yet, by the way.
What do you mean?
You're not following us.
On what? I followed on everything I could.
On Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter.
Make
Oh,
one, just to follow
Uh,
us.
were you
Do it.
gonna
I
yell at
think
me?
I think I do.
No.
Actually, no. I think I do have
I
a
was
Twitter. I
gonna-
just haven't used it in years.
I was gonna say you make a great point. Like, what happened to hobby?
What happened to hobbies? Like, Kirsten's brother was telling us about like this whole secret organization and like and this conspiracy and that conspiracy, and I guess Trump's 2020 running mate is gonna be fucking JFK's little kid or something like that that like died, but like, he
He
wasn't really
doesn't
dead.
believe this.
No,
There's
he
just
doesn't
a
believe this.
conspiracy group that does.
He's just following, but he's following the conspiracy, and I'm just like, yo, what happened to like bird watching and fucking astronomy, or I don't know, make a kite, or
Oh, I
I
love
hug your
astronomy.
kids. I don't know, like just do anything but just scroll on your fucking phone and read this fucking garbage.
Oh man.
Elon is the only reason to
So
have a
yeah,
Twitter.
like,
All right.
good
Well,
news.
does he follow the Iron Wolf Pack or no?
Well, we can make him one day. One day.
The good news is most of everything that Elon tweets about comes out on a lot of other social medias. So you don't even have to be on Twitter to see his tweets.
I saw that homie smoke some weed with that Joe Rogan's.
That's true. Smoked
Yeah,
it
sure.
real good.
I'll work on it. Thanks, bud. What's his name? Scroach?
That's Shay.
What up,
Oh,
Shay?
Shay. What's up, Scroach? Shay, you and your old lady can come back whenever you would like.
Yeah.
This is my old lady. Yeah, there she is.
There she is.
Is
We're
do you
sitting on
do you,
stools
there we go.
and it's not comfortable.
We can go over there.
Do,
No, then we can't see the computer. We gotta see the computer.
Does Kirsten have an answer?
Oh, what's a useless thing? She's making a face like she just got to class, and it's like, hey, turn in your homework, and she was like, oh, I did not do that.
Like,
You
I
were
thought shake weight, but then it gave us a great South Park episode, so that's not useless.
That's
It's
true.
entertaining.
That is true. And watching people
So,
do that stuff is fucking hilarious. Just sit there like shaking it.
yeah. Like, how many jokes are now because of that?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So what's something that's actually useless?
I don't know.
She keeps bopping me on the nose.
Oh, I got something
You
that's
didn't
useless.
answer.
I
You
Yeah, you're right. I didn't
disagreed with
answer. I
me.
disagree. Oh fuck! This is why she can't be on the podcast ever
Here.
again.
I've got
She's banished.
I've got a really good answer. Because I was just thinking about it. Those fucking they sell peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. Like
Yeah.
what?
How's that useless?
That
That is
is
revolutionary.
that is so useless, Ryan. All right.
Like Brian Regan says, add croutons and you got the whole sandwich on a spoon.
Thank you. Ugh, I was going to say that.
Ah,
Fucking love that joke.
Sporks suck.
Sporks suck, but they come in handy sometimes. That reminds me, I need to put a spoon in my lunchbox because I keep getting to work and I need something like we have like a rice bowl that she sends with me and I don't have a fucking spoon. So I go into like the work kitchen or whatever and they're out of spoons, like plastic ones and everything. So I find like a ladle. So I'm eating fucking like rice dishes with a ladle. I had a fork, but it's broken.
How
There's
did
so
you
many
break this
forks.
fork?
It's hard times over here, guys.
Uh,
Okay, something that's useless. Shit, she called me on my bullshit. I don't have nothing. Um, hmm,
don't worry about it.
something that's useless.
I
Something that's
mean,
useless.
to
Oh,
continue on.
dog pedicures.
The dog pedicures.
That is pretty
The town of
useless.
Leadville is pretty useless.
I have to
Fuck that
say,
town, dude.
what's pretty useless is sports recaps.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there
No,
are.
I got my answer.
Okay, cool.
Dude, fucking professional sports like football, basketball, like all that kind of shit. That is fucking useless. I am so sick. Well, first of all, I'm one jealous and annoyed. One, I'm jealous because I wish I was so stupid that I could just be like, it's Sunday. I'm excited to eat food and watch the Broncos. But like, I. Who cares, man? Like, you have no influence on the out. Like, you may as well just flip a coin. Like, you have no agency over the outcome of these games. The only reason I can see being a fan of that kind of stuff is it gives you a stupid thing to talk about with people who also like the same stupid team you like. Who gives a fuck? I could see if you play some football, playing some football would be fun. Love you, BB.
No, I much prefer to play, or I prefer to play sports than either talk about them or listen to them. It's
Yeah.
See,
So
it's
like
annoying.
two people at work were talking in the chat. They're like, "Oh, if you have to call in sick on Tuesday, I'll understand or whatever." Because I guess the Broncos are playing some team the other person liked. And I just did a little meme of SpongeBob looking all cute, and it's like the face I make when I just don't care. And it's just like, guys, like seriously, like do something that like you and your love of it has an outcome on that thing. Otherwise, like, what are you doing, man? It's a
I
huge waste of time.
see. It's really funny because I totally agree with you. However, I still enjoy watching esports every once in a while. There's,
I mean, I get,
it's
all right.
the argument I'll make for the reason why I think that's somewhat more reasonable is that the skill level that you have in a lot of video games, like when you play, then to take that to the level where you're the best in the world and watching that is something on its own. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. I need to fix my statement because I fucked up.
Okay. All
I
right.
can see watching it because like you like I don't know, like it's fun to watch. Like I'm thinking about like watching like MMA or something. Like it, I don't really like MMA and I don't like follow the fighters, but like I was pretty into it when we were watching it one time at Bonefish Grill. They had it on the TV in the bar, and I was into it, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this dude's gonna get his ass kicked, and he didn't. He whooped the other dude so bad. I did not see that coming. I was surprised. So I can see, and like right now, like we're watching snowboard videos because like we're all like excited to go snowboarding,
Yeah.
but like we do snowboard though, so that's a little bit different. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people just are like bubbas and hanging out and not playing football, but getting real mad to the point they're hitting their wives if their team doesn't win.
I guess
So
I would totally agree with you that it's if you are like so obsessed with it to the point that like you will be upset the next day if your team lost.
yeah,
That's yeah.
yeah,
The amount of money that gets put into these things is where it's like that's really useless. Where there's such huge shows, the advertising that goes around it, that is completely useless. The idea of like pinning together, really good people or like extremely hyper physical people that are like the best at what they do is interesting. But like all of
yeah.
the like
I don't know. I think I just got to retract my statement. Actually, I can get why people are into it. Fuck. I mean, whatever. It's just not my cup of tea, but I could get like it. And plus, if you like it, like we were on a hike and like some lady saw this guy's sweatshirt and it was a team that they liked, and there they go. Like they started
It's
talking.
Michigan.
It's
It said
Michigan.
go blue.
They're like, hey, go blue. Like, oh, you're from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. And next thing you know, they're bonding over just having a fucking sweatshirt. So, whatever, man. Let your freak flag fly. I just don't care. But have fun.
College football.
Just if
College
you get so
football is
mad
the
that you're
most
like
useless thing.
pissed off about it the next day, or you're smacking your wife around, like we need to have a conversation.
Oh, Shay just said that they cut STEM tutoring at CSU for sports ball.
I don't know what STEM is.
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
You know,
Tutoring? They cut
the
the
basic
tutoring
things
for
that
it?
you need to use for trade and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I think college is a racket. Hey, there's something that I think is kind of useless.
Hey.
College. There we go.
My college got.
Okay, well, not for some people, but I wish I would have went into school to be a carpenter or some shit, and like that would have been
Yeah,
nice.
you went to school
Trade
to be a cop.
trade schools
Yeah,
are
I went to school
probably.
to be a cop, and I'm not a cop currently. So how's
You
that
went
going?
to school. I thought you went to school to get drunk.
No, because that's when I was going to school for ski area operations, and I learned
Okay.
plenty about ski area operations, and I learned plenty about how much boozing I can do, which is fucking intense.
I think
I was breaking new grounds on that fucking terrain, dude. I was like the Einstein of getting hammered.
you you mentioning that like college is useless. I think that for some people it can be very useful, but like putting it on this pedestal that it's like the end all be all is the part that's
Yeah, like where's your friend who's getting the art degree? Let's talk to her. How's wasting mommy and daddy's money going? You know, they worked hard for that. And you're just
All my
pissing it
friends
away.
did not have to pay for me
You're
to go to
making
art
arts and
school.
crafts, you motherfucker. Come on now.
You'll have to tear into
Maybe
Jess
we
on
could
that.
just drive for Lyft instead, huh?
You'll have to tear into Jess on that for next time.
Oh, it's Jess who does it? Oh, no,
Yeah.
I feel bad. Her name's Jess. I mean, nice girl, but like, come on now.
Yes.
Let's switch that major over
Yes.
to something that could like turn a profit, eh? Because if you're good at
And
art, like, then just go be good at art. I don't really see like why drawing some naked person in your fucking college class is gonna make you better at it, but whatever, man.
Well, maybe she can explain to you next time she's on why maybe
Yeah,
it's worth the money.
I'm sure I'll be satisfied with that answer.
I'm sure you
Who
will
knows?
too.
I'll change my mind, man.
I'm hip.
I came full circle
changing
on the
his
sports
mind.
conversation, so you know.
Art school is useless. Change my mind. All right.
Hey, louder with Crowder, yay!
Yay. Ryan,
Sir.
do you have another topic for us?
Yeah, I do. Men, you know, guys, what's the dumbest thing you've done trying to impress a girl?
Kirsten.
I can tell you, the stupidest thing I've done is run a 5K when I don't run.
I remember when you told us about that.
Oh, I remember. I got one.
Yeah, it was
I
the
got one.
stupidest thing.
Hold on. It'll be more useful when everyone can go to college for free. Hashtag Bernie. Yeah, because that's how it works. The government says it's free, and then it is free. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the dumbest
no,
thing that you did to impress a girl? That's a good one.
yeah. My ex-girlfriend, her dad came to town, and apparently they are huge on running. And we're eating dinner or eating lunch, and he leans over and says, "Oh, by the way, there's a cool 5K down in San Francisco next month. Like, do you want to go?" She's like, "Yeah, totally down. I've been training for something. I didn't know what. I guess I'm gonna go do a 5K." And the dad looks at me and goes, "Ryan, you want to join?" And at that point, I have been against running since the day I was born, but apparently I wanted to
Dang.
impress this girl. So I said, "Yeah, of course I'll run, guys. That sounds fun." You know how many times I trained that next month to go running for a 5K?
How
0
much?
times.
4
Oh,
times.
no.
Oh,
4
okay,
times.
4 times.
4 times. You know how long it took me to run a 5K? Like 58 minutes.
Damn. That's a fat ass.
You know how many 80-year-old I was Kids passed me while I was running. Guess what? The answer is the same as the 80-year-old men. A lot. I survived though, and I sure did impress the crap out of the dad.
Yeah, how'd Chickadee think of that?
She liked that I went running with them. I mean, I dated her for another, 8 months at that point, so yeah, worked out for me.
Cool.
Stupid. My legs hurt for days.
So I got one back in high school. I like this chick. She was a dancer, like like hip hop and all that type of shit. So she invites me to go see like. So me and my buddy Jordan, we go and watch her like recital type thing. And now here's what they don't fucking tell you. Or at least what I didn't know is you go and it's not just her doing her thing. It's fucking 5 hours of anywhere from we're talking 5-year-old girls up there just like kind of like da 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 yeah to 40-year-old women. And in the middle of those 4 hours, she comes out and does 2 fucking dances, and I'm like yippee ki I meet her like after the thing, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and she was like impressed that I came or whatever. I'm like, so like you and me, we should like date or whatever. And she goes, let me think about that. And then like 2 weeks later, she's like, that's a big negatory there, buddy. And I was like, shit. About a year goes by, and we start like I didn't talk to her for a while because I was like, whatever, I'm out. And then we start talking again, and next thing you know, like we're hitting it off pretty good. And she's like, my recital's coming up again if you want to go. And I was like, yeah, I'll go. Now this time, fucking shame on Jeff, because now I know what I'm getting, and yet here I fucking am watching the thing, and my buddy Jordan goes with me. He's like, damn, dude. I'm like, Jordan, you're a great friend. Like, she's got some pretty friends. It'll be all right. Like, we'll make it through. So we watch another 5 hours of little girls and 40-year-olds dancing, and then she comes out for like 2 fucking things. Yay, there you go. And I'm like, so me and you, we should do that. We should like date or whatever. And she's like, let me think about it. Nah,
No.
I'm good. I'm all good on Jeff. Shit.
Shit.
And then like we stop talking, and then like a year about goes by, and we start talking again. And Jordan's like, Jeff, I gotta cut you off right here, man. Like fool me once, like shame on her. Fool you twice, like that's shame on you. And fool you 3 times, buddy, like god damn it, you're an idiot. And I'm like, all right, all right, all right. We're not gonna go into see any dance recitals. Long story short, we never dated. But hey, good news for Jeff, she's currently fat as fuck. So there you go.
Good.
Good news for
She
Jeff.
is
Fat as fuck.
she is like we're talking she could probably get more height if she like laid over. Like she was oh man. She is enormous. Facebook is good for some things, I'll tell you that. Read.
That's true. Well, how about this, Kirsten? Let's flip it around. What's the stupidest thing you've done to impress a guy?
Nothing.
Ryan,
Girls
you
don't really
forget
have
girls don't work that way.
That's true. What did you
They
try to
just
do
clap
to
their
impress?
hands and say dance monkey.
What did you try to do to impress young Jeff?
Ooh, I know.
What? I don't know.
You
It
don't
has to do with
remember what you
baking.
did.
Oh,
I think I
I
remember the
made
story.
a pie.
She made a pie that's like she makes a cinnamon apple pie that's really good, and that was the
Yeah.
basis, like the
That was how
ground
he
floor
got
for
a
our
second
second.
date.
How he got a second date?
You
How
were
dare
you
you?
were
But yeah, I
our
weaseled my
ingredient.
win there. She was like, "Oh, I made my roommate like an
It was my
apple pie or
roommate's
whatever for
birthday.
her birthday," and like I don't give a fuck about pie. But I was like, "Oh, I love pie. Like, is it like, are you good at making pie?" She's like, "Yeah, it's really good. It's my mom's recipe, all that kind of stuff." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Like, I'd have to be the judge. I'm a pie expert. I don't give a fuck about pie." It is actually good pie, but like I at the time I don't fucking care. This is an excuse. This is a ruse.
Cruise.
And then for our second date, I was supposed to bring it, but I was so nervous I forgot. Jeff
I
was
wasn't
like,
that upset
"Third
about
date."
it. Yeah, weaseled my way into a third one.
Like, sweet. I got a third date out of that one.
It's
I
all about like sleight of hand and smoke and mirrors, guys. That's how you do it.
Smoke and mirrors.
You can't blow smoke up a people's butt that much, though, Jeff. Come on.
All right. Sometimes you say things that I just go, what?
Sometimes I say things that I'm
Like,
just
what am
like,
I supposed to like? What? Like,
smoke and mirrors. I don't know. Continue. Read.
I'm
yeah. What about you, Reed?
I'm thinking, and
Don't think too hard.
You'll cramp up.
I don't know if there's anything like exceptionally dumb that I did, like to impress her. Um,
Did you ever get like a belly button ring or something?
Nice.
no,
What about assless chaps?
not the assless chaps. Although I
Did
still
you ever
think
get out your roller skates and your assless chaps and do a couple block like hot laps around the block?
I do think that I should try that, but no, I didn't do that for her. No, I've been trying to think this whole time that you guys have been talking, and I think the dumbest thing I tried to do was like it was sort of blizzarding around here, and
It was a blizzard on.
I kept trying to like tell my mom that I was gonna go drive to the school to see her in the she was in the like the musical. She was playing her violin, and I kept telling my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and she's like, no, you're not. It's a fucking blizzard out right now. You're gonna die. And I went, no. See, it's all right. I've planned the route that has the least like slopes. I'll get there fine. I'll leave like an hour early. It'll be okay. And I really was gonna try and go do it, but it never happened. My mom didn't let me go. That's
Aww.
that was the closest thing that I would
That
have
was
done that would have.
almost
That
a
would have
story.
that would
Yeah,
have been
Had you gone, that would have been a
it
story.
would have been a story, but yeah, I didn't. Yeah, my mom didn't let me go.
But since you didn't go, that was just a waste of time.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's the closest thing I've got. All right.
Jeff.
What?
Be nicer to Reed.
I'll think about it.
2 weeks later, nah.
Yeah. 2 weeks later. No.
Reed, that was a good joke. Reed, that was a really good joke. Reed, you get like one joke a podcast and that was it. You did it.
Woo! I did it.
End on a high note.
My quota is
Turn it
done.
off. Turn it off.
We're ending the stream, everybody. Goodbye.
And you just made the highlight.
You got a George Costanza this thing. Leave on a high.
Uh,
Okay, ready for mine or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine is so we moved up to the mountains and it was like it's time to get back into snowboarding because we can drive for 5 minutes and we can see a ski area. So it's like, all right. Because I was real good at it up until I was like 21 and I was just bored because I don't know, I've just done it too much. And moving from Leadville, like where there was no traffic and it was so easy to get in and get out, and it then going down to Denver and you had to drive like an hour just to get stuck behind 8,000 fucking people and have crappy snow to drive another 3 hours back home. It was like, I'm out of here. So I got a Challenger and that was the end of that. Because that doesn't go in the snow. Awesome car, looks pretty, goes fast. That's about it. But now that we live up here and everything, it's like, yeah, it's time to get back into it. So we knew for a while that we needed to get like a whole new like board bindings, boots. I needed goggles, a new helmet, like my snowboard jacket, like that whole thing. So anyway, today we spent like $3,800, which was a big old kick to the taint. When you get that feeling. So I didn't know how much it was gonna be at the Burton store, and I knew that like my board was like 750 and her board was like five something, and then I didn't really get a clear understanding of how much the bindings cost because they didn't really have a price tag on it. And next thing you know, we're getting boots. So he goes to ring it all up and he's like, $3,020. And I was like, oh boy, okay. It's like when you walk outside and it's like real cold, and it like takes the breath out of you for a minute and you kind of feel like you're on a roller coaster on that like first like hill. And it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. So my question is, when's the last time you guys spent so much money that you went, oh boy?
this spring.
What'd you
Since
buy?
I paid for my college tuition.
Oh
That's
yeah, that'll do it.
That's a good oh boy though.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
Um,
See, you should go to Metro. Metro was almost free.
it's I want to say it's about like $400 or $500 more per class at CU Denver.
So what was it, like $4,000?
No, $400 or $500 more than Metro per class.
Yeah, so Metro for a semester for me was like $1,500.
The prices have gone up a little bit since then, Jeff.
So how much was your spring semester?
Well, it's about $1,300 per class, and I took 4 classes.
Just give me the fucking total.
Okay then, Jeff. I'll give you around $7,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll get you going.
That'll get you.
Get
Yo,
your
Reed's
blood
dad,
boiling.
how was it putting away for the kids' college fund? Did that go good?
They got me through
We'll
one
wait for a
semester,
response.
I think.
See, I took the scenic route in college, like fucking 8 years, and I have 0 doctorates. So Ricky was like towards the end of my college. He's like, "Bud, you bled me dry. You're on your own." And I was like, "That's fair. This is year
Fair
6.
enough.
Shay
That's fair."
said it's 5K now at Metro.
Yo, I mean that's still better than most, but youch.
Yeah, it still hurts.
That
It's like
shit's
what
a
my
racket.
parents paid
Shay,
for CSU
Shay,
when I went.
get your old lady out of that fucking waste of time art program and get her to work on some carpentry. We need new cabinets. I'll give her a job already. There you go. Already one job offer. I need new
We need
cabinets
new
and
siding.
we need new siding and we need our garage fixed up a little bit. So
So-
there you go.
So here,
Tell her to go get to work with some nails and some wood.
I think I told you guys this when I was like
Your
writing.
dad goes, I was supposed to save. That's what they tell me. I'm gonna
But
type that out.
so I think I told you guys this when I was like riding the train home one day, but
Yeah.
I did the math to try to figure out like how much money it cost me for like that sitting there in class for like an hour and 15-ish minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like $70 for that hour.
Jeez.
And when I had one of my classes that was like my psych class, and when we watched like a TED talk and like a video for 40 of those minutes, I'm going, I am paying money to sit here and watch a
And watch the
fucking
TED
TED
Talk.
talk. What the fuck?
Uh,
I could do this at
Yo,
home.
2 things. That's the guy I met in Leadville. 2 things. One, your dad's got a good sense of humor, and I appreciate that about him. Like he can roll with the punches. That's great. 2, look inside your dad's gun safe, and you'll find your college fund.
That is true. I could pay for my college that way.
That's all right. You still get to live at home for free, so that's something. I only did that till I was the tender age of 26.
Hey.
Look forward to that one there, Reed's dad. Fun.
He wanted me out at 18, so
Even after I left, I was still on that cell phone playing, baby. Yeah.
pushing it to 22, 23. I'll probably
He'd always be like, "We gotta talk about you getting your own cell plan," and I was like, "Yeah. We'll talk about that next time I'm over."
yeah.
Good times.
Buying
Ryan.
the house was a vibe.
Oh yeah, buying the house was it like whole, but I kind of like expected that though. The
You shut your
unexpectedness
mouth.
of $3,000 was like, oh,
Jimbo Slice.
Ryan.
You're
Oh
talking
Ryan.
slow.
Tell
No,
your
it-
fucking friends to get off of the goddamn U-porns.
I'm not even on Wi-Fi. You calm yourself down.
I won't.
so
I'm laughing because Reed's dad just said you shut your mouth. It's
What
perfect.
did I say?
about
Go into the gun,
gun
safe. That's how you get your tuition.
Oh, what do you mean shut? What? I mean, like, what? I have like a little bit of a point. Come on now. You can't say shut your mouth if I like. You could say shut your mouth if I'm like talking shit, but like when I have a little bit of a point, like you can't. Come on.
Just a little bit.
Plus, if your voice goes high like that, then you're just writer.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, yeah, maybe. Ryan.
For me, it was when I got the bill for an ambulance ride after that big old car crash I was talking about in the second episode.
Oh,
I'm sitting
what did
there
that
and
cost?
oh, that one was $2,400 for a
Yeah.
4-mile ride.
At least you went 4 miles. I went 40 fucking feet.
That's
If you
true.
don't know what I'm talking about, listen to episode 3.
Or even better, you can just listen to the highlight named Drunk Jeff Almost Dies.
Yeah.
No. We want drunk Jeff got arrested.
Got arrested. That's episode 3, Ryan.
Oh yeah, that's true. No,
episode 4. It's on episode 4.
Oh shit, you're right.
It was It was literally a 4-minute drive, I think, or 4-mile drive. It was about a 5-minute drive. And as far as I knew, health insurance covered everything.
Mm,
Sure doesn't.
mm-mm. That's
Sitting
like when
there,
people get flight for life. Like, what do you think that costs?
oh god, it's so much.
That must
Yikes.
be insane.
But I'm sitting there, and it was a week after, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm still hurting everywhere. The bruise on my chest has gone from, well, not there to a deep, sickly, like purplish yellow from the seatbelt.
Uh,
And I'm like, can't breathe because it's starting to hurt a little bit. So I have to lay on my back. And I'm looking over, like my parents are like, hey, we have a letter for you. Like, we'll bring it over. I'm like, cool, thanks, guys. And they bring it over, and I'm just laying in bed staring at this bill and just like, I can't
hmm.
breathe because of this, not because the giant fucking bruise on my chest. I was thinking about how many hours I'm gonna have to work just to pay that off. Oh god, a little
Yikes.
bad.
Well, at least you're alive. And for
Yeah,
that, we thank money.
Yeah.
we do think money.
Uh,
So
All right.
yeah. Well, are we gonna wrap it up there?
Yeah. Where's your brother?
My brother?
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
yeah,
I'll tell him I'm thinking about him.
All right. I'll tell him you think about him.
Better
Again.
yet, have your dad tell him I'm thinking about him.
I will do so. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. That'll be the end of episode 5 of the IronWolfpack podcast.
Follow us on Twitter at the IronWolfpack.
Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for
as well
updates.
as Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit too. Thank you so
Don't
much.
give out the addresses. You'll have to guess. Figure it out. You're creative. You know the internet. Figure it
The
out, kids.
Iron Wolf Pack. The
It's-
Iron Wolf Pack for literally everything.
Yeah, the IronWolfpack.
Fair enough.
Sometimes there's a dash, sometimes there's an underscore, sometimes there's just a space. You'll be able to find it. I promise. It's not that hard.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.